Studies have shown that women with higher glycemic index diets, meaning diets high in refined carbs and sugar, have a greater risk of developing fibroids. One study found that women who consumed more foods that spiked blood sugar had up to a 70% higher risk of fibroids. Refined carbohydrates also lack fiber, which is crucial for hormone balance. Fiber helps your body eliminate excess estrogen through the digestive system. When you're not getting enough fiber, that excess estrogen can be reabsorbed back into your bloodstream, contributing to estrogen dominance. The solution? Switch to complex carbohydrates that are high in fiber and digest slowly. Choose whole grain bread instead of white bread, brown rice or quinoa instead of white rice, and steel-cut oats instead of instant oatmeal. Load up on vegetables, which are full of fiber, and be mindful of added sugars, reading labels carefully and choosing whole foods whenever possible. Section 4. Dairy products. Now let's talk about dairy products. This is a controversial topic because dairy isn't necessarily bad for everyone, but it can be problematic if you have fibroids. I'm talking about milk, cheese, yogurt, ice cream, and butter, especially the conventional non-organic varieties. The concern with dairy and fibroids relates primarily to hormones. Conventional dairy products come from cows that are often treated with synthetic hormones to increase milk production. These hormones, particularly bovine growth hormone, can disrupt your endocrine system and contribute to hormone imbalances. Even organic dairy contains natural hormones because, let's face it, it comes from pregnant or lactating cows. These hormones include estrogen and progesterone, which can add to your body's hormone load. For women with fibroids who already have estrogen dominance, this extra hormonal exposure can be problematic. Additionally, dairy products can be inflammatory for many people, especially those who are lactose intolerant or sensitive to casein, a protein in milk. Chronic inflammation, as we discussed, creates an environment where fibroids can thrive. Research on dairy and fibroids has shown mixed results, but several studies suggest that high dairy consumption, particularly of non-organic dairy, may be associated with increased fibroid risk. If you want to reduce your fibroid symptoms, I recommend eliminating or significantly reducing dairy for at least 30 days to see how you feel. Many women report reduced bloating, less pelvic pain, and lighter periods when they cut out dairy. If you do choose to consume dairy, opt for organic, hormone-free options and consider fermented dairy like kefir or yogurt, which may be easier to digest. Section 5. Alcohol. Let's move on to alcohol. I know this might not be what you want to hear, especially if you enjoy a glass of wine with dinner, but alcohol consumption has been linked to increased fibroid risk. Several studies have found that women who drink alcohol regularly are more likely to develop fibroids and experience worse symptoms. One study found that drinking even one alcoholic beverage per day was associated with a 50% increased risk of fibroids. Why does alcohol affect fibroids? There are multiple mechanisms. First, alcohol affects how your liver processes estrogen. Your liver is responsible for breaking down and eliminating excess hormones from your body. When your liver is busy processing alcohol, it can't efficiently metabolize estrogen, leading to high estrogen levels in your body. Secondly, alcohol depletes important nutrients that are crucial for hormone balance, including B vitamins, magnesium, and zinc. These nutrients help your body produce and regulate hormones properly. Third, alcohol increases inflammation throughout your body. It also disrupts your gut health by damaging the intestinal lining and altering your gut bacteria. Since a healthy gut is essential for hormone balance, this disruption can worsen estrogen dominance. Finally, alcohol consumption is associated with higher levels of estrogen in the bloodstream. Studies have shown that even moderate alcohol intake can increase circulating estrogen levels in women.